Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. The NFL landscape is always shifting, but right now, there's some real buzz around the possibility of Jaylon Johnson making his way to Green Bay. Rumors are swirling from NFC North sources that the Bears, currently sitting at 4-6 and in a bit of a rebuild mode, are contemplating a significant trade that could shake things up not just in Chicago, but across the division. The Bears, who have around $22 million in cap space and are looking to prioritize their offensive line to protect Caleb Williams, might be dealing away one of their top cornerbacks, Jaylon Johnson, in exchange for a 2026 second-round pick and a 2027 first-rounder. That's a hefty price, but it underscores how highly they value Johnson's talent and how desperate they might be to reshape their roster for the future. Johnson, at just 26 years old, has established himself as one of the league's premier shutdown corners. His coverage grade on PFF for 2025 is a staggering 92. And he's already racked up 4 interceptions and 12 pass breakups this season. Johnson is known for his ability to lock down top receivers, and his stats mirror those of Jalen Ramsey in man coverage, which is no small feat. Since entering the league in 2020, he's accumulated 8 interceptions and 42 pass breakups, making him a serious threat on the perimeter. His style and playmaking ability make him an ideal fit for defenses that want to play aggressive, press-man coverage, and he's proven he can do it week after week without missing time due to injury. Why would the Bears consider trading Johnson? Well, the team's priorities are shifting. They're investing heavily in their offensive line to protect Caleb Williams, who's shown flashes of brilliance, but also a rookie wall that's slowing him down at times. Chicago has surrendered 38 sacks this season, so their focus is on building a line that can give their rookie quarterback more time and stability. Additionally, they have cap space to extend players like Moore and Swift, and Tyrique Stevenson is emerging as a promising corner in his own right, with a PFF grade of 74. All these factors suggest Chicago is more interested in bolstering their offensive line and developing young talent than retaining a high-priced, high-caliber corner like Johnson. On the other hand, the Green Bay Packers are in a different position entirely. Sitting at 6-3-1, they've been quietly building a solid team, but their secondary has shown some vulnerabilities, especially with Jaire Alexander dealing with injuries and aging. Alexander, with a PFF grade of 78.9, has missed a few weeks due to a shoulder injury, and the Packers have struggled to maintain consistency at cornerback. That's where Johnson could come in, making an immediate impact as their CB1. His ability to allow the scheme to be more aggressive would be a game-changer for Green Bay's defense. With Johnson on board, the Packers could significantly reduce the big plays they've been giving up, dropping aerial yardage allowed from 248 yards per game down to much more manageable levels. The impact of adding Johnson would be felt across the entire defense. His presence would allow the Packers to implement a more aggressive, shutdown style of coverage, which could turn the tide in close games. His ability to limit big plays would boost the overall pass defense, which currently ranks 16th in the league. But the real game changer is how Johnson's skill set would complement the Packers' secondary, especially with Jaire Alexander returning to full health and the safeties playing more solidly. The combination of Johnson and Alexander, along with the emerging safeties, could revive the formidable secondary that helped lead the Packers to their Super Bowl XLV victory over the Steelers back in 2010. Think about it. A defense that can lock down top receivers and force turnovers could be the missing piece as Green Bay aims for a deep playoff run. In terms of stats, Johnson's addition would also improve the Packers' pass defense efficiency. Currently, with Eric Stokes back in the fold, the secondary has gained about 2-1 fewer yards per target when Johnson is on the field, and the stop rate could increase by around 26%. That would elevate the defense into the top 4 units in terms of overall efficiency, a massive boost for a team that's already fighting for playoff positioning. Plus, With the division's top opponents such as Justin Jefferson and Addison on the horizon, locking down their top receivers with a corner of Johnson's caliber would be crucial. It's a move that could tighten up the windows for those big plays and make life much harder for division rivals. And let's not forget the bigger picture. Adding Johnson could be a strategic move to boost the Packers' odds of reaching the Super Bowl. Currently, their odds are around plus 3,500, but with Johnson in the fold, some betting markets suggest those odds could improve substantially to plus 1,600. That's a significant jump, especially considering the importance of strong corner play in today's pass-heavy NFL. Johnson's ability to close windows and make game-changing plays could be the lock that seals division titles and sets up a deep postseason run. His presence would also send a message to the NFC North. The Packers are serious about reclaiming their defensive dominance, and they're willing to make bold moves to get there. All of this adds up to an exciting, high-stakes scenario that's brewing right now. The rivalry in the NFC North just got a little more intense, and the Packers are positioning themselves to take advantage of it. Trading for Johnson would not only strengthen their secondary, but also send a signal that they're all in on competing at the highest level. With the team's recent resurgence and the potential addition of a shutdown corner, Green Bay could be on the verge of a significant defensive transformation. Imagine a secondary that's as disruptive as the one that helped them win the Super Bowl over 13 years ago, now with a fresh face in Johnson who's primed to lock down the division's top receivers and boost the overall team performance. So, Packers fans, keep your eyes peeled. This could be one of those moves that define the rest of the season. The division rivalry just got a lot more interesting, and Green Bay's defense might just be the piece that turns the tide in their favor. With Johnson's talent and the team's current trajectory, the Packers could be setting themselves up for a big playoff push, and maybe even another shot at the Lombardi Trophy. The NFC North is heating up, and Green Bay is right in the middle of it all, ready to make some noise. The question now is whether this trade will happen, but if it does, it could change everything for the Packers and their Super Bowl ambitions this year. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Packers coaching staff and front office are undoubtedly weighing their options, and fans are eager to see if this trade materializes. If Green Bay can secure Johnson, it would be a massive boost to their secondary, and it could very well be the move that propels them into serious Super Bowl contention. The team's mentality has always been about building through smart acquisitions and leveraging their young talent, and adding a player of Johnson's caliber fits right into that philosophy. It's about making bold moves when it counts, and right now, the Packers are in a prime position to do just that. This potential deal also has ripple effects across the entire NFC North. The Bears, by trading away a key piece like Johnson, might be signaling a rebuild, but it also opens up more opportunities for the Packers to dominate the division if they can capitalize on the defensive upgrade. Meanwhile, Minnesota and Detroit will be watching closely, knowing that whoever lands Johnson could gain a crucial edge in the pass game. It's a chess match, and the Packers are positioning themselves to be one step ahead. And of course, the fans' excitement is palpable. Imagine the scenes at Lambeau Field if Johnson joins the team, an immediate upgrade to that already talented secondary, bringing new energy and confidence. The Packers' defense, which has shown flashes of brilliance but also some inconsistency, could become a true lockdown unit with Johnson paired alongside Jaire Alexander. This would allow the team to play more aggressively, take more risks, and create more turnovers, a recipe for success in the playoffs. In conclusion, the story is still unfolding, but the signs point toward a potentially game-changing move for Green Bay. Whether or not the trade happens soon, the discussion is fueling hopes of another deep playoff run, and for fans, that's what really matters. The NFC North is shaping up to be a fierce battleground, and with Johnson possibly wearing green and gold, the Packers might just have the edge they need to stand tall and make some serious noise in the postseason. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Are you excited about Johnson possibly becoming a Packer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.